Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to do an update of our Urban Worm Bag version 2.0 that has the European night crawlers. You might remember the first time I opened it and added them, they kind of were crawling around, they were all in a big ball. The next time, which was 48 hours later, they were all over the sides of the bin, and we added some more bedding material. I have not added food since I put them in there. So I added some before I put them in, but not since I've added them. So we're going to add some food this time probably. We're going to check around inside the bin, see how they're doing, and see if they're still trying to escape. So let's take a look at the bin and get working on this. So we're going to come down here. Here is our bag. Zippers are over here on this side. So we're just going to open this up. No moisture on the lid here. So it's a little bit dry in here maybe, or that right moisture level. It's hard to say. And let's just take a look in here. I'm going to dig around. First off the top, it's moist, it's damp, it's not too bad. Do have some worms on the side here, only a few though. I don't know if you can see all the way over here, but there's a few on the side. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the one that I knocked down. So not too many on the sides over here, which is good. Let's just dig down in here a little bit. A little dry maybe, but it's not too bad. We can add some moisture too. Not seeing many worms yet. Let's just dig into the center here a little bit. I am starting to see some castings. The cardboard box that I put in here at the beginning, I put a pizza box across here, has collapsed down into this center section, and we are starting to see some worms down in here now where there was some food. So just see if I can find one of the worms here. So they do look pretty healthy still. It's kind of, this one looks a little bit small compared to some of the other ones, but it does look very healthy. No issues it looks like or anything like that. So we're going to put that back in here. There's another couple there crawling around, so we're starting to get down to where the worms are. I think that this is where the food was, is in the center, so they're starting to find that food, I think, and they're going to work. So what we're going to do now is, I'm not going to dig down, let's just maybe a little bit further. So this is that material. Looks like this is broken down. These are some good castings inside of here. I'm not seeing any cocoons, but this would be kind of early to find some of those in here. So we're going to put some of this back down in here. What we're going to do is we're going to add some food. Now, they're obviously out of food, it looks like. So I juiced today, and this is carrot. If you can see the green in here, that's spinach, some apple, and some celery. So I'm going to put that right in the center here. This is one of the favorite foods I've found for my worms when I do this. It's all kind of dry, a little bit of moisture to it, not too much, but it's all ground up, ready for them to consume essentially. So you just kind of mix it in there a little bit, get it mixed in. It'll break down very quickly in this bin, and I expect them to eat it pretty good. All right, hold on, I'm going to just put these guys back on here, and I'm going to spray this down. This does need some moisture, I think. It's a little dry. So we're going to go ahead and spray this down. And I have my sprayer right here. If you want to, you can always watch a video on that as well. We're going to spray this down. It's a little bit more pressure here. So there we go. The bin's nice and wet. We've added food. The worms still look like they're doing well in here. They're hopefully not dying off. Hopefully I'm not doing anything too wrong here. But it looks like they're still looking good. They're staying in the bed now instead of crawling all over the sides trying to escape. I added some water, I added some food, and I'll probably leave this for about a week. Maybe I'll add some more coffee grounds and stuff like that. I do find I like to mix those into the bed a little bit more. As you can tell, the bedding in here is quite deep now. I mean, it was a good, 4 to 6 inches worth of bedding. It's hard to tell with the sides coming in, but down in the center it was 4 to 6 inches, and we still had not hit the bottom yet. So it looks like the bedding is in a good amount. If we start finding that they're leaving the bin, maybe it could be too much food, maybe it could be something else, but we'll have to look into it. But right now it does look pretty good, and it looks like it's moving along. Now, there's still only 2 pounds of worms in here, so we're going to have to wait before we add a lot of food. I'm hoping to build this up where I can add food almost every day, and they'll just consume it. But to get there, you have to build up slow. So the first time I filled up the bin, I actually had put in about 8 cups or 2 liters of food, I guess. into the bin, and it was a mixture of food and water. So it wasn't all as much as you think. This right here, I think, is about 4 to 6 cups that I added of dry food. This is dry this time. There's not a lot of moisture in it. It's not liquid that's going to run out. It's very dry. So I'm adding small amounts compared to what I normally would, and I'm adding it about weekly. I might have to increase feedings at some point, but right now it seems to be working pretty well. Granted, it's only been about a week. So we're going to let them still acclimate a little bit more to this bin, and hopefully they will continue to work at this food, and we'll be able to find more worms and more cocoons eventually in here. That's what I'm hoping. I'd like to see a lot of cocoons in here. I'd like to see them really populate this bin. So that's my update for this week. Thank you for joining, and please subscribe and like my videos.